Fresh squeezed content from your favorite YouTuber. How's that for a boring weekday? We try to never disappoint with cryptocurrency information that could even bring a bear whale to its knees. So get ready to pray to the sky because it's time for Chico Crypto. The narrative was playing out this week, the great Bitcoin squeeze. Just like what happened to GameStonk, BTC was supposed to break free from the manipulators, the short sellers, holding the price down. So what happened? Why hasn't Granddaddy BTC broken out? Because you even had Elon Musk continuing his crypto tirade. He cleared up some things regarding BTC. Let's listen in.
What do you think of other cryptocurrencies? We'd love to get your take on the entire thing.
Well, I gotta watch what I say here because some of these things can really move the market. So, first of all, I should say many friends of mine have tried to convince me to get involved in Bitcoin for a long time, like from when it first just popped, it popped out there. And a friend of mine, Bully, he actually had Bitcoin cake, a cake that was had a big sort of Bitcoin symbol on it, and he fed me a slice of Bitcoin cake in 2013. So, clearly I should have at least bought some Bitcoin 8 years ago. What more do people need to do? Jesus, talk about being late. Talk about being late to the party. So I was a little slow on the uptake there. My apologies. But And I think about it a fair bit, but I do at this point think Bitcoin is a good thing. So I am a supporter of Bitcoin. Like I said, I'm late to the party, but I'm a supporter of Bitcoin. And I think Bitcoin is really on the verge of getting broad acceptance by sort of the conventional finance people.
So I want to break down some things, including the first thing he said about it. Elon stumbled on how he first got involved. He said many of his friends told him to get in. When? Let's replay it.
Many friends of mine have tried to convince me to get involved in Bitcoin for a long time, like from when it first just popped, it popped out there.
He was gonna say since when it first popped up, but he caught himself. Then he said he got a Bitcoin cake in 2013 and even ate a slice, like that was the first time his friends told him. I really doubt it after his stumble. It was early 2009 and he was possibly part of the core Satoshi team. Although playing coy, he said he likes Bitcoin now. It's public, he does. He thinks it's going to be a big part of the next financial system. AKA, he thinks it's here to stay. And this is great for BTC, wouldn't you say? Why does the BTC chart look so ugly over the past couple of weeks? You have one of the richest people in the world pushing for it over these past 2 weeks. Does that make sense? Well, it does when you look at what is going on with the miners. It was the news sweeping the space yesterday. The reason for BTC going down, Cointelegraph was one of the ones who covered it. Bitcoin's biggest mining pool may be behind the BTC price drop, but buyers stepped in. The article states, beginning January 15th, outflows from F2 pool, currently the largest mining pool comprising roughly 15% of the total hash rate, in particular began to rise. By January 17th, daily outflows had reached 10,000 BTC, 313 million. These continuing for 3 days in a row before returning closer to normal levels. F2 pool appears to be responsible for the vast majority of the outflows, which do not necessarily mean the miners sold BTC on the open markets, but simply that they moved mined coins from their original wallet. So the miners are moving coins big time, which doesn't necessarily mean they are selling, but it usually does. But it's not all doom and gloom. The article continued, should the F2 pool coins have formed a large glut of the new BTC supply for sale on the market, it is likely that one buyer in particular would have hoovered them up fairly quickly. As Cointelegraph reported, asset management giant Grayscale has added conspicuous amounts to its assets under management this week, these potentially helping BTC USD avoid a deeper dive. So I hope you see what's going on here. Big institutions who have a lot riding on the success of BTC in this bull run are buying them up, while those who are securing the network, majority in China, miners have been selling, pushing her down. Most likely because they have shorts set up on centralized exchanges who cater to them. Who could that be? Well, just go to BYBT and Bitcoin liquidations with leverage. It's the same actors. Binance, Huobi, Bybit, Binance, over and over, with a random BitMEX or FTX thrown in every once in a while for fun. It's seriously unfortunate that we have the top crypto YouTubers pushing the bad actors in the crypto space. One of them, Bybit, on every single video. They will speak about Robinhood and fighting against them, but they will support the exchanges who are catering to the manipulation of BTC prices. Why? They are in it for one thing, money, and being a pawn in the retail BTC manipulation scheme is making them a shat ton of moolah. They won't stop because money has them by the B-sack. So what do I think is gonna happen? Let's get easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yes, a great BTC squeeze is on the horizon. Just like Finance 1.0 didn't see GameStonk coming and the retail public figuring out their tricks, the Chinese miners and centralized exchanges didn't see that coming and drifting into crypto. They went seriously short on BTC at the 40K top 2 weeks ago before this all happened, and they're in deep just like Citron and Melvin were in Finance 1.0. They need BTC to hit their targets down into the 20Ks, possibly even the 10K to 20K range. And we, retail, along with the good institutions, should not let it happen. A joint of arms should come together against leverage exchanges who facilitate short manipulation. If Finance 1.0 is doing it, why don't we? Now some people will be like, Chico, leverage is a natural market tool and is needed in crypto, and I don't disagree, but in a fully transparent way. Decentralized? Does DYDX ring a bell? Does the other DEX-based leverage options ring a bell? They are out there, and when it's decentralized like this, the cards are transparent and fair instead of held by a centralized exchange. The death of these entities is currently happening, and they are scared, and unfortunately we have a nasty system built around them in crypto with USDT, but that's for another video. We ain't getting bearish just yet, because like I said, a war is coming to take Bitcoin back to the people, where it belongs. There is too much riding on this quarter for it to get obliterated. There's a certain sector of Americana that has written the playbook for its success. Coinbase's IPO is supposed to hit late next month, early March. And remember, this video 1 month ago I posted, Facebook, Coinbase, and Visa join hands to rule Bitcoin? I said Visa is coming to crypto. And guess what? Visa just released their Q1 earnings call for 2021. And this is what CEO Al Kelly had to say about crypto.
Essentially, all of these new flows are transacted in traditional fiat currencies. But there's a growing interest in digital currencies, and I wanted to take a minute to talk about how Visa thinks about crypto in general and our approach. In this space, we see ways that we can add differentiated value to the ecosystem, and we believe that we are uniquely positioned to help make cryptocurrencies more safe, useful, and applicable for payments through our global presence, our partnership approach, and our trusted brand.
He sees the way crypto adds value and how they can reciprocate that value to their customers. Visa is positioned to do this with their global presence and partners, including Coinbase, a strategic partner, which we will get into in a second. But Al talks about the card partners they have through their Fast Track program, fast-tracking these companies to issuing cards. Let's listen in.
Our strategy here is to work with wallets and exchanges to enable users to purchase these currencies using their Visa credentials, or to cash out onto a Visa credential to make a fiat purchase at any of the 70 million merchants where Visa is accepted globally. We think of digital currencies running on public blockchains as additional networks, just like RTP or ACH networks, so we see them as part of our network of network strategy. Across both of these segments, we are the clear leader in this space. Today, 35 of the leading digital currency platforms and wallets have already chosen to issue Visa, including Coinbase, Crypto.com, BlockFi, Fold, and Bitpanda. These wallet relationships represent the potential for more than 50 million Visa credentials. The next leading network has a fraction of that. And it goes without saying, to the extent a specific digital currency becomes a recognized means of exchange, there's no reason why we cannot add it to our network which already supports over 160 currencies today.
Coinbase mentioned, Crypto.com mentioned, BlockFi mentioned, Fold mentioned, and even Bitpanda. And this network of crypto payments cards is the second largest network of Visa already. Can you say bullish? And he even said Visa may soon be integrating digital currencies directly into the Visa network. And then Visa just updated their USA Crypto Solutions page, listing the partners on their page, the one CEO Al mentioned, but also Circle and Zappo. All those partners are interesting, but a majority of them have gone through Visa's Fast Track program. Now this September, Forbes interview with Terry Angelos, SVP Global Head of FinTech at Visa, and Coy Sheffield, Senior Director and Head of Crypto, shed some light into this partnerships. Forbes asked about their partners to shed some light, and Angelos said this: given this diversity, our engagement with them can go down a few different paths. First, there are very large and established companies like Coinbase, which we simply treat as strategic fintech clients. However, there is a vibrant ecosystem of crypto-native companies building directly on top of blockchains. In those cases, our Fast Track program has been a key success factor. So, there are major differences in partnership levels with Coinbase and Visa compared with the others. They aren't just a Fast Track partner, but a strategic one. Coinbase is a principal member of Visa, announced back in February of last year, the first and only pure crypto play to receive it. And this held up all the way until September. Coy said that in the interview that Coinbase was still the only one, but they had some in the queue. Did any happen? Well, yeah, 2 did, but not listed on their crypto partners page in the USA because they're not USA. Wirex received one in December, as well as Simplex. They're laying principal member foundation partnerships across the globe, and I think this is because there's more than meets the eye. Now, this news dropped in December as well. Visa announced plans with a partnership with Circle to integrate USDC into its payments network. Head of crypto at Visa, Coy, even tweeted about it, saying the partnership was to help them connect USDC to Visa's global network. The keywords there is connect USDC. Why? Well, just a couple days ago, Visa announced a partnership with TransferWise using Cloud Connect to expand its card offerings globally. And in the article it says, Jack Forestell, president of Visa, said this: with Cloud Connect, we've created an approach that lets TransferWise tap into Visa's global infrastructure, one of the most secure, reliable, and resilient systems in the world, through a single integration. Through our work with TransferWise, we've created a blueprint for other fintechs to quickly and securely connect with Visa's massive scale and reach. Other fintechs like Coinbase, they are a fintech. Circle Fintech USDC fintech product, a stablecoin integrated with Visa globally, just as the Coinbase IPO rolls around. Chico thinks so. Cheers. I'll see you next time.